Hey everyone, it's Epic Underworld, and I just found a bunch of my old RPG stuff. Like, I'm talking a ton of it, so I thought I'd show it all on camera. I've been doing RPGs for quite a while, ever since my dad got me into them, playing Dungeons and Dragons for just a bit, and then I branched off and did a bunch of other stuff. But, like, normally I don't say watch the whole video, but there's a lot of really good stuff at the end, too, so maybe stick around. It's up to you. Alright, so first I found this whole pile. Now, some of this is PCG stuff, so I do PCGs, which are kind of like simple, ultra simple adventure games, which are mainly just about the social aspect. But back in the day, I used to add like my own little player sheets to PCGs and make them slightly more complex with the HP system. These were all the minifigures that we used to use. So we would cut them out and draw our own characters. Then I tried making my own RPG. This was one of the templates. And this was like super advanced PCGs. Like, this sheet itself is so nostalgic because me and my friend Blaze PCGs would play so many different games. I think this was actually his sheet for the PCG special, which was like a 44-page game, and this was his inventory. That's the Krovik staff, and that's from the Three Keys. So this must have been from like for a few other PCGs too. Here's another remade version of it. And then I danced around with advanced PCGs. I tried to make PCGs slightly more advanced. That was like a whole thing. People could buy upgrades with Mercado coins. You could draw a giant map of your village and fun stuff like that. None of that really lasted. And then I was digging deeper and I found this stuff. A lot of this stuff I honestly do not know where it's from. This is just random character, I guess. This is actually from Index Card RPG. This is a character sheet for that. That's a really fun RPG. This is actually a game I made for that system, and it's actually pretty cool. It's the Untold Legends of Karul. And this was the basic layout. These were my Dungeon Master notes. So I would kind of set up the menu figures, and this is how it would go. As you can see, there's numbers, and they coordinate with the number list. So it was kind of well thought out. And there's that last room, and then that. So yeah, that was basically everything for that a small adventure. This was, I invited some friends over, and we played an index card RPG, and here were their character sheets. One of my friends played as a tree. We have this guy. And then, Sinister actually just did a video about this, Seth, over at Mobimon, his MMORPG, which actually inspired me to make my own. I think that's the next page, but these are the two things I made for it. And then I was like, whoa, this is cool. So I made my own MMORPG. You basically make a Discord server and have an RPG run in it. And I made my own game called Battles in Shogun, which a lot of people actually liked. I'm honestly thinking of remaking and perfecting that. Not perfecting, but like revising that game because it was honestly fun. This was like a Fortnite game I was making, Battlelands. Who knows what this is? I think I just made this in a study hall one day. That's not very important. I'll put that over there. But yeah, this was one of the characters for Seth's MMORPG, so this was kind of out of order. Okay, so I found it. This was the Battles in Shogun 1.0 version. And if I actually fix this system, I might make it a book and release it on Amazon like I did with my other RPG. Because this was fun. Like, I still want to design other games that aren't just TCGs. You could earn badges and fight a bunch of bosses. Here are a bunch of the guys that you could fight. Opponents. There's some different waves. This is like intermediate shop. Beginner shop. Like you could buy things like Potion of Healing, or maybe you want to do a special attack, you can buy a special attack. And you slowly just keep fighting more and more missions, and then if you die, oh well. This was a game I was testing out. Don't really know which one it is. Yeah, here's an adventure I tested out, I guess. This is like a shop, and then two basic character sheets. I remember making my mom play test this with me, and I think she liked it, maybe not. This might have been Battles in Shogun. I honestly don't know. But it was fun. Okay, this is like super old. This is a Dungeons and Dragons adventure I made when I was super little. Like, you can tell the paper is old. Oh my goodness. Yes, there's a village and a bunch of different options. And then, yeah, I don't really want to go much into that. This was another old adventure. I was just having fun as a kid making a dungeon. And then, what's this? Probably another game I was trying to design, like an index character sheet. Oh, a PCG RPG. Interesting. I think this was a prototype that never made it past. No idea what these are. That looks like a PCG level. Same with that. Okay, this is even older than that previous one. Merlin's Guide to Destiny. So yes, you know how Dungeons and Dragons have those books called like Xanathar's Guide to Everything? I tried to make my own. Then there's Enthar's Guide to Cardonia, Monsters in Cardonia, and Table of Contents. Yeah, I guess I never really finished any of these. Those are old though. I'm glad I still have them. It's just another random RPG. I promise we'll get into more of the better stuff later, but yeah, just a random game. Okay, then I found my dad's old dungeons, and I thought I'd show them because he used to play Dungeons and Dragons in college. He didn't play it a lot, but he did say that it was fun when he did it. I actually have most of his maps of his games in my binder because they're so cool, but these are some of the notes he made. Okay, yeah, so this is one of the maps. It honestly is super cool. Like, there's like a ring of Gax where you could do one of different things. One would make like grass grow, or others would like power word kill. So it was really fun. I remember having a lot of fun playing his adventures. There's a tavern. But yeah, just looking back on this stuff, it's super cool to see that, you know, it's not just me that's creative. It's also my dad was into this too. He made a whole campaign called the Lone Islands. This was super fun. This is just another random adventure. Dungeons, the Lonely Mountain. This is another campaign. Dungeon of the Cape, Kasdan Pyramid. I can honestly go in depth in any of these if you guys want me to, but he does write in cursive, so it's a little bit hard for me to read. But if we get to the end, he had like some visuals for his dungeons, which are super cool. Again, I'm just flipping through these, but you know, it might inspire someone. This one I remember not finishing. I think I got to the men's restroom in the dungeon, and then I completely quit because something ate me in there. I honestly don't remember, but it was great. Yeah, those are my dad's dungeons. I just thought I'd show those. Now we're getting into... Okay, yeah, I already showed Battles of Shogun. Now I found some old notebooks that aren't that old. 2023 to 2024. This is Paper Realms RPG, a simple RPG I was working on. You guys can look at this. It had like shields like in Fortnite. Then there's hearts. Basic shop, skills you could get. There's some religions you could follow. Oh, this is just some Archmage lore. That's nothing that important. That's a PCG script, and yeah, that's pretty much all that was in that notebook. This one, Windgate campaign I was planning for Index Card RPG. I actually like that map. Yeah, so there's just like a little first session I planned out. Never played it. What's this? Epic Underworlds. Oh, I guess this was the first plans for EU 2.0. Yeah, that never went that far. But now this is the big stuff, guys. So I was really inspired by Micro RPG. Really cool RPG. So I kind of like made my own, which is rather similar. So I'm not going to be selling this one. I can't believe that was this year. That must have been like super early because it feels like it was forever ago. But this was like my first professionally printed game, I guess. And a lot of people enjoyed it, even though it was very similar to Micro RPG. I just fixed all the things I hated in that version and made it more fun, in my opinion. There's even like a starting adventure. And there's like the stat tables. And there's another one, a sequel, Trail of Death, which had a village you could visit. Honestly, this was such a good thing. I think I would make it way more different, but I could definitely remake that game. And then there's an expansion, just a small one called the Arena, where you basically get crazy loot, but you have to fight some of the craziest monsters ever. I think only Bonkinator, who played this game, beat it, but you would play as a gladiator or as your character. And you could get tattoos, potion. Yeah, you could make your own potions. Yeah, and then there's like different rounds. There's a bunch of different bosses, and then you could fight the leader or the owner of the arena, that guy. And I did all the art for this, which was honestly fun. And then at the back, I think I just included some bonus adventures because I felt like the arena itself wasn't enough. So if you just want some classic adventures, like All Out Chaos was fun. Yeah, those are just, that was this game, Solo Saga's RPG. Kind of want to continue it. Okay, and then I was like super into PCGs, so I loved the medium itself of making really simple games, but there was like never any core instructions. There's just, the rules are so simple, so I created a core book. I should probably release this because this was actually pretty cool. This was the final edition of it. Paper Computer Games. There's a little preview. Oh, that looks so ugly. I would probably change that a lot. Introduction, credits, the art. I'm just talking about PCGs, inventory screens, combat, puzzles, NPCs. I had a lot of fun doing the art in this, and I actually made a bunch of it too for the new version, which I never finished. Types of screens, we had the intro screen, the fat guy screen, maze screen. So it's kind of just like a introductory guide to PCGs and kind of how to craft them, different types, just so you had like a little base to work off of. So you honestly don't need this book to play PCGs. This is just like a little collector's supplement guide. And then, yeah, so just more types of screens, talking about different sagas, like the Gumbo Saga, planets, and then just a bunch of other stuff. So that was this book. Honestly, next year, I want to remake Solo Sagas. I want to remake this and make an MMORPG, kind of like Sinister Productions one, but different. And then this is my micro RPG binder. This was our micro RPG stuff, and most of it was for Solo Sagas, like a bunch of play tests. This was an adventure made by Blankinator for the game. That was super fun. I honestly don't know what that is, but it's in here. Paper Realms RPG. Oh yeah, this was like the first adventure for Paper Realms. It was honestly really fun. A very Merry Christmas. I just remember this being like the best adventure I've ever made. This was the dungeon, some rooms. I combined PCGs and RPG stuff into one, so you could see some of the things. I just remember liking this screen. It was like little combat. That giant guy was in your way. Then you had to fight Santa Claus. This was inspired by the movie Violent Night. I liked that movie, so I just made this game. And then there's the whole script, which is stapled, so. And then when my family played it, we had their character sheets. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. It's just kind of funny because a lot of you know me for mainly just doing TCGs, but there's a lot of other games I dabbled with. This was another one, The World of Paper Games. Oh, this was a script for a video. I don't know what that's doing there. Yeah, then we got more character sheets for play tests. Oh, what is this? Tony's Dungeon? I think these are like mini RPG designs I was working on. Yeah, like everything you needed to play was on just one page or one little booklet. Same with this. Honestly, I think I might just make a one-page RPG and then just put like adventure supplements, just one page also. This was like my best character I had for Solo Saga's Tortile. His name was Esmar. He was a shadow class. That was his artwork. He got the hammer tattoo in the arena. He survived the arena. This guy I don't think did. Another character. Oh, and then this is just my micro chapbook character dude. This was the land I was exploring. This was with like some other version. This was the dungeon I explored. This is just me writing down simpler rules for micro RPG so I could remember them easily, and this is like just a quick reference. And then just printed out some of the book because I already owned the book, so I just printed out things like quick references. And yeah, but that was my RPG showcase video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.